live together in perfect harmony.
Boom, boom. Ebony Ivory. Ebony and Ivory podcast show. Welcome back, everybody, to the Ebony and Ivory podcast show. This is our 5th episode featuring your boy William and my guy
JR. Is this the 5th?
Yeah.
Or the 4th?
It's not. It's the 4th episode, I believe.
God, get it right, bro.
It's
get
the
it
4th
right.
episode's 5th video. But we do have a special ghost right here, a special guest. You all don't know. Yeah, special ghost. It's our guy EJ. Is it Floreal?
It is Floreal. EJ Floreal.
Floreal.
There's no Floreal. It's not a word. Don't make up a word.
I bet an endless amount of people have told you, like, hey, Floreal, bro.
Are you Floreal, man? It's like, nah, I'm not.
So people actually say that
All the time.
Oh my god.
All the time.
I was trying to sound it out. So if you did that on Facebook, it would be FLOREAL.
Yeah.
Floreal.
Anytime something controversial happens, I'll be like, man, you can't be Floreal. And I'm like, that's not a thing.
Hey, but if you rap,
That would have gotten old pretty quick to me.
It is old. And if I'm a rapper, I'm not using the Floreal. If I'm a flow writer, I'll
What
stick to something
would be
else.
your rap name?
My rap name will probably be, let's see, I'll probably say Chocolate Handsome Thundercat.
Chocolate Handsome Thundercat.
Yeah, CHT. That's for short, you know.
That is
Chocolate Handsome Thundercat.
Exactly.
That's badass, man.
See, no one would know.
No one would ever guess that
I
rap
feel like
name.
that would be actually a name of a rapper in like the Tyler Creator group.
Exactly, like CHT.
All right, but Floreal, the EJ,
Oh God.
the EJ in your name. What is that? Because I always believed it was just EJ.
No, my dad's name is Edric, and I guess me being firstborn, he really wanted me to have the same name. So in order to, we went Edric Jr., and he gave me a nickname with EJ afterwards because I didn't really like using Edric growing up. But that's where the E comes from.
So I guess first off, we'll start off. Where are you from? Like where?
I'm from a little city called Palo Alto, California, in Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, but I only lived there for about a couple months.
Right.
So I claim California. Been there 16 years, and
You lived in Kentucky though, right?
For
like
about-
growing up a little bit.
for a year, I think, when my sister was born, and then we ended up leaving for
What-
Cali.
Yeah, because that's
brought
how.
you here
Yeah, that's
for
how
that?
I met you. Was through our buddy Austin. Because I guess you grew up with him a little bit.
Me and Austin are childhood homies. We grew up together. We were just across the street from each other, running around all the time. So that's what made it pretty easy when I came back here to come to Dunbar, because I knew him.
Man, I wish we had him here.
We'll have Austin on soon.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
We
this
haven't had him
too.
on an episode yet, though. So you were here for a year, and your family just came here.
So he got an assistant coach job at Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. That's what brought us back after Atlanta. And then he got a head coaching job, his first one at Stanford.
Okay.
And so after that, we were in California for 16 years until Kentucky came back and offered him the head coaching job, and that's what brought us back.
So what was it like living in Cali? Because for us, we've never been out west.
Yeah, is it a culture shock? I've never been west at all. So
I would say the biggest shock for sure at first was the weather. Going to California, I mean, the only thing that we ever see is rain, maybe a couple of days out the year.
yeah,
Here, I mean, you had a whole season dedicated to just cold, and I was not a fan of that.
very extreme of it every season for sure.
But the people are a little different. What y'all do is a little different. I mean, Californians, I mean, people think of us as the weirdos.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot more to do out there, so there's a lot more weirder stuff you can get into. But just seeing kind of how everything in this city really revolves around the team, around the school. I've never really seen that type of atmosphere where it's like a whole city is really behind a team,
Yeah,
a university.
that's all we got.
program.
So I'm sure that influenced you when it came to playing sports, playing basketball at UK, and then running track at UK.
Yeah,
The fan base is crazy.
fan base is insane. I don't know why they're so crazy, but I mean, y'all are really crazy about your sports. Y'all definitely show support. So that was definitely a big reason why I picked coming to Kentucky over a lot of other schools, just to support and knowing that whatever happens, people would have my back.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah, that was what's cool about me and you, like the relationship. Well, we didn't have. I'm not saying we like knew each other, and it was cool seeing someone I knew like join the UK team, the team that I like worshipped. And as I've gotten older, I don't worship them as much just because I know they're guys, like I know they're dudes. But it was just cool seeing somebody I knew go through the process. So But
yeah, thank you. You did that for Dunbar. for all the kids at Dunbar who have, we struggled athletically. And then they won state after you were there. I remember we sat with you at the state game.
Everyone always says that they wouldn't have won state if our team didn't pave the doorway or whatnot. But I'm the type of guy, man. Forget all that. We should have won state too.
Yeah, that's how I would.
And your all's teams built the fan base, like the whole going to the games, going crazy. I remember the student sections for our Dunbar games was crazy. It was probably a little bit more intense than any college game I've ever really been to. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of like Duke. It was kind of like Duke crazies. Yeah. Not to that level, but we got pretty hyped.
Yeah.
So you come from a very athletic background. You have your parents who are Olympians. Your mom, she's a silver medalist, I believe, in the 1992.
Did your research?
Yeah, Olympics. And then your dad, he was in the 1992, 1998.
1992 and the 1988, I believe.
All right, cool,
and my mom was in 88, and she missed 96 because of me. So it's kind of my fault. So I was born and
so just like a kind of athletic family, I guess, sort of.
Just a little bit. Something light, We got. My whole family does track and field, going back to my grandparents and before that. So it's something that's kind of in our blood. And my parents told me from the jump that, I always find my way back to track, and I never believed them until, 2 years ago I come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your dad's like the GOAT track coach, right?
He's, in my opinion, he's the best coach in the country.
Yeah, that's what the reputation is.
I think he's got a chance to be the greatest track coach of all time. I'm not too versed in the history of track and field and the history of our coaches, and yet I'm trying to get better with it. But I haven't seen anybody that can turn. I don't really know what the saying is, but he turns people into gems. He turns people into diamonds. People that you really pass up on because you don't believe in them. Right. He turns them into something special.
That's beautiful, man.
And you just got the UT job, University of Texas.
Yes, I will be going with him also.
You moving over there?
Yes.
Moving to Austin?
Yes. Track and field, man, you just go with the coach, and since he's gone, I got to go with him.
So yeah, you joined UK basketball team 2014?
Yeah.
And you were on the 2015 team, of course. It's arguably the greatest.
The greatest college basketball team of all time. You heard it here.
Yeah.
The greatest
you heard
team.
It. William ain't much of a UK basketball fan.
I know we didn't win the title. We got cheated.
Ooh, don't bring it up.
Greatest team of all time.
Hands down. Going 38-0. Just the whole season, the dominance that was shown by Karl Towns, Devin Booker,
Tyler, Trey, the twins, AP, even though he got injured.
The Harrison twins? Yeah. Those big money shots.
We definitely that team was battle tested. Everyone thinks that we kind of just rolled through everybody. And we didn't. I remember we went to Georgia and we were down, I think, 5 or 6 for basically the whole game until the very end because we just knew how to win. A&M, I think that was a double OT game at A&M, triple OT.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Who fouled out? Karl might have fouled out. I don't remember who fouled out, but I remember our last lineup in that game was Tyler, Book, Trey Lyles, I think Dakari, and Willie, if I'm not mistaken. Willie could have fouled out, though. And
all NBA players, by the way.
Yes, all professionals, all making big money. I think that game was the scariest for me personally because, that year I didn't practice that much. We got 10, 12 guys that can go play in professional.
Yeah.
And I remember everyone was fouling out, and they were like, EJ, are you ready to go? I was like, for real? Triple OT, tie game? Y'all want me to hoop? Oh, bet. But I was definitely nervous. It was I would have felt bad if I was the reason that something went wrong with that team. But them kids, all of us, we battle tested. We knew how to win. Yeah. We knew how to compete.
I love that team so much. At one point I didn't want him to go undefeated because we just kept winning. I was like, I don't want it to jinx it. I don't want to I want to get one loss so we can be. But
everybody that whole season was like, they're gonna get that loss. They were just waiting for that one loss. So if you had got it early in the season, then they'd be like, all right, they're gonna glide.
Yeah, but then you hit the end of the season undefeated, and I was like, let's do it.
Yeah. Once we got to that tourney, we were 34-0. We were just like, man, let's just go if we get 40. And it just unfortunately didn't happen. Couple bad matchups, a couple bad calls, a couple bad plays, and that's all it really took. And we were still in the game, but that was definitely a heartbreaker because it would have been us Duke. Everyone wants to see that.
Yeah, that would have been a matchup.
Wisconsin. That's all I gotta say about that.
I second that, but you bleep me out.
Yeah, Sam Decker. They were a squad. They had the perfect team to beat us with like the shooting and like the length they had.
Experience, man. That's what really killed us. That was a team that we beat last year, the year before that we really shouldn't have beat.
Yeah.
So off of Aaron's shot. So they were hungry. They wanted this matchup. The NCAA wanted it, the money, etc.
Of course.
But it was a fun game to be a part of. I wouldn't trade none of them Final Fours for nothing. I just really wish that we would have got to that final game because that's always the hardest thing is, the first couple games. But once you get to the Natty, it's over.
Yeah. Do you know anybody on the squad this year at all?
I know Nick. I actually met the guy EJ.
Yeah.
I asked him to wear 24 out of respect for the EJs, but I don't think he's going. I know Quade. Quade's my boy. I think he's gonna have a really big year now that he can just solely focus on being a point guard.
Breakout year, I think.
Yeah, and he, I think it could be a lot like Tyler. I mean, Tyler's first year was good. It was solid. He made some great plays. He made some bonehead freshman plays, but his next year, I mean, everyone remembers his sophomore year. It's probably one of the best seasons in UK history.
Yeah, it really was. And yeah, Quade is gonna be the leadership we need. Just the point guard. Like we got all these talented guards, but you still need that. Some of them's been there and done that. I think he's gonna start throughout the year.
So I hear Tyler likes to fight.
Before we get into this, to my boy Tyler, you definitely gave that man them hands, bro. I can't be mad. At least you didn't lose.
What was that on TMZ?
It was on TMZ. They get everything.
Yeah, I'll put the video right in front of the screen. But yeah, what was he doing? He was stuck in he was holding the elevator. These guys were just started choosing him because
I'm not too sure. I mean, you can't hear anything.
Yeah, you can't hear it.
But knowing Tyler wouldn't do anything unless you started. He's not going to come after you for no reason. And I'm thinking they were probably just being disrespectful, and they got in his face, and Tyler wasn't with it.
Man, I had a house party at the Lex, and we actually had Isaiah Briscoe and Tyler Ulis come to the house party because we had a bunch of UK girls there, and there was some like frat dudes next door to us, and they almost got into a fight with them while they were there.
It's just I feel like a lot of the things, especially with the fan athlete relationship, for sure, it's just a respect thing,
right?
A lot of people out there, and I'm not coming after everybody, don't respect them as people because we're not. They're entertainers.
Right. When you're winning, it's good.
Yeah. It's like you're an entertainer and you think that you can talk how you want to because no one's going to say anything back until they clap back at you. So I think it's all about respect. I think if you just show respect to them, they show respect to you and vice versa. No reason for no athlete to disrespect a fan. But
right.
Yeah. Some of the UK fans make me cringe for sure. I mean, I guess that's any fan base, but just like if I see somebody like famous out in public, I haven't seen too many famous people, but I kind of just I don't want to go up to them and worship them, like just let them be, because I just think it's awkward to me. I don't know.
So what was the difference, I guess, between the fan bases when you were playing basketball to when you switched over to track?
Basketball, they're for sure all up in your business.
Right.
I mean, anytime you say you're going somewhere, they'll know. They'll be on you.
So you can't tweet and stuff, but like say I'm going here.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be really careful. A lot of them love to talk to Cal because they want to maybe get in his good graces,
right,
or just have an opportunity to speak to the man. So any chance they get to say something to him, they're gonna do it. You're just really under a microscope on that basketball team.
Right.
I mean, you really got to watch everything that you do. You got to make sure you got to watch for your brothers. I mean, there's been plenty of stories that come out with our guys getting in trouble, and we have to have each other's back. It's us against everybody. A track, I've left definitely a lot more low key.
Right.
I don't have to worry about being so cautious about what I say and it coming back to get me.
Right.
I could be definitely more of an actual student athlete and not live the life of a professional before I'm even there.
Right.
So definitely, it's like a quiet life versus you're a pro.
But for you, I feel like it's kind of different because you were somebody who played basketball and then switched. There's not many people who do that whole transition of sports.
Yeah, I mean, switching sports is hard, especially these two. I didn't think it'd be this difficult. But they still supported me, so I respect them for that. People still checked up on me, asked how I was doing, and even though the year didn't go how I wanted to, I was able to run. So that's a blessing that it is, and just keep ride that momentum until it's gone.
Yeah, what's your main event for track?
So I'm a short sprinter, so I do the 1 and the 2. I'm basically,
Did you run the 60? Did you run the 60 meter in the 4x4?
I ran the 60 my first meet back just to get the jitters out, and it's just not for me. I'm too tall. I can't start up fast enough. But yeah, the 4x4, that was one of my main races, just because Coach Dad, Coach Flo does not. He makes everybody run it at some point.
Right.
Me and William have an ongoing bet about our 40-yard dash. We talked about in our other episodes, and it's going to be like a.
I was betting that I would go out and run like a 4.7. There's no way I would ever.
There's no way.
Maybe a 5.
I think you run like a 5. 4.7.
Yeah, he
4.7
said
still pretty fast.
We just want to touch 5 under 5.
because we were talking about our high school
That's what I'm
days,
saying.
and we were like kind of overestimating what we did back then. Maybe they've gotten shorter as like the time's gone by. I'm like, man, maybe I did a 4.4 back in the day. Maybe I did a 4.3. No, but under a 5 would be the goal because I haven't sprint in so long, but that's the ongoing bet we're gonna do. So
I would love to see it on the podcast.
Love to see it on the podcast. But man, we have to say you ran track with one of the most beautiful girls
I was just about to say
the
that.
world has ever
I was
known.
waiting for this one. I was waiting for this one.
And I know you all are friends. I see it all the time. But dear God.
Yeah,
Dear God.
that's my little sister, man. I mean, she's been loyal. She's had my back. She's definitely a real good friend, and she works hard, so she deserves all the success she gets. Yes, she's attractive. I don't hurt none of her pub or none of that stuff. But she works, extremely hard.
She's a beast.
She's a beast. I mean, I've learned a lot from her, and I'm 4 years older than her, so she's really good at what she does, and she knows what she wants. So you gotta respect it.
Yeah, I was just about to say, hook my man William up.
No, I don't need that.
No, but
Listen,
She's gonna get an NBA. Would she?
if it was that easy,
Yeah.
I would, but it's not.
she's
Smart. She's one of
Yeah.
the smart ones. She's careful with men. You can't blame her for it.
Yeah, she'll go down as one of the most dominant female athletes, really, in Kentucky history. She turned pro, didn't she? Like one and done for track.
One and done, which I don't think.
How'd your dad get her?
He's the man. I don't even think there's
Like she
another
was
way.
on magazines and stuff beforehand.
Well, she
like,
probably would have like followed your dad anywhere, right? Like no
a little
matter the
bit.
school.
I mean, more
maybe?
like he just kind of talked to him. He's a really good recruiter. That's something that him and Cal have in common. They know how to talk to this generation of kids. They know how to relate to them. They know how to, give them the sense of feeling that I got your back. And I think that's what she felt. I mean, it's kind of hard for you to recruit, top tier track athletes to Kentucky, but you got a top tier coach, you might be able to change that.
Your dad brought that with him.
So it's like Texas the truth at track. Like, are they?
Texas would probably be the equivalent of Kentucky basketball in
man.
the track world. So it's like one of those jobs that like you dream of having. You dream of it opening, and you dream of them coming to you one day.
Yeah.
So your dad's basically the coach Cal at track.
I would say he is.
That's awesome, though. Congrats to EJ's daddy.
Yes.
So you've played under two great coaches. You were raised by a great coach and then played under a great coach. But I'm interested because I've heard of like the Charles Matthews stories about why he left. I was close to some people and I guess he didn't like Cal's coaching. What is Cal's coaching like?
So Cal definitely recruits a certain type of athletes. I know everyone comes after him for saying he just goes after the top 10 and the top 5 and whatever guys, but he definitely picks and chooses, who he recruits to fit where he wants. So he definitely likes to have a shooter, a knockdown shooter like a Jamal, a Devin, an Aaron, somebody that can go out there and create their own shot and make their own shot.
Right.
If the going gets tough, we get him the ball.
Right.
He always likes to have some type of dominant big because it's really hard to win basketball games when you can't get boards and you can't protect the paint. So Karl's, even the Scals, I mean, he was a big guy that could block shots and make jumpers.
He did good his first year when Boogie got hurt or someone got hurt on the Kings. He started stepping up at the end.
Willie, Boogie. You see, the type of players he goes after. And then obviously his favorite position is the point guard position. He wants somebody that can push the ball, that can run, that can defend, and that gets loud. I don't like taking shots at him because he's I know him, but Ryan is just not one of those guys.
Ryan Harrow.
So
man,
Well, everyone knew that. I feel like
the only
everyone
thing
hired
with
him.
Ryan is that he's just kind of quieter, and Cal
Yeah.
needs a point guard that's loud, someone that can really take control. Because Cal, Cal, as much as Cal yells and screams, he loves to sit down and just let people play.
Right.
And that's why I always say Ty was the best player I've ever seen in Kentucky, just because the way that he was able. It didn't matter who you put on his team, he was going to win.
He was just a winner.
He was a winner. He was going to put you in the best situation for you to succeed and for him to win, and that's what happened.
Yeah, he'll go down top 5 just favorite players for me.
But
just the heart he showed
with Charles. I mean, with not just Charles, but some guys that don't always work out. They just don't listen. They kind of want to do their own thing,
Right.
And that just doesn't work at Kentucky because you're not the only guy.
Right.
It'd be different if you were at Illinois or K-State or something because
They ain't
you're the
got
guy.
nobody.
Yeah, I'd imagine some people just want to be that. They don't really care about. They don't want to be on like a warrior type team of sharing the spotlight.
Yeah, but sharing the spotlight leads to rings.
I know.
You mean that 2012 team? They shared. I mean, they sacrificed. I mean, their leading scorer on that team is not even in the league anymore.
Right.
So it's they all sacrificed because they wanted to win a ring, and that's what Cal's trying to get is all these kids to sacrifice. But it's hard. You got a 17, 16-year-old kid coming into school. He's the man. He's been told he's the next best thing. He's going to the league. How do you tell him to pass to this guy who's supposed to be just as good, if not better?
Is there any like Calipari stories that you've never really told in an interview before? I don't want to get you in trouble.
That wouldn't get anyone in trouble.
I mean, all of the Cal story, Cal tells himself.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely say one of the funnier ones I remember was my first year with Julius in 2014. We played Wichita State, and Clay Anthony Early gave us about 35.
Yeah.
And they were all on Julius. And
Julius Randle, by the way.
yes. And I remember that Cal was looking around in there. He's like, who's going to stop this guy? Who's going to guard him? And Ju was like, I got him, coach. I got him. And Coach Orlando, who's at Illinois right now, was like, he's got 30. Get him off. Take him out. He's got 30 on him. Take him out the game. And so Coach went and switched, I think, James on him. And that, a little more quickness shut him down. But it was just really funny that when O came back with the 30, Cal was just looking around like, he's got 30? Are you serious? No, you're done, Julius. You gotta guard someone else.
Oh, man. That's funny. What was that one? Like, there's a meme of Cal out there. Like, the what? Like, have you ever seen that one? That face he does?
He makes that face every day. Like, the faces y'all see at games are daily practice faces. I've had the what face said to me so many times, and I'm like, Cal, I made a good move, and I just dunked. He's like, well, I wanted you to shoot the 3. I was like, well, I got the bucket. And then he gets mad because you're talking back. But, he's a good dude. He's just he's definitely an intense coach, and he, expects a lot out of, very young, inexperienced group of kids.
Man, what inspired those pregame dance moves?
You
were the man in the middle of that circle.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I think the first time it happened, it was just a fluke. Like, I got thrown in, and I just started dancing. And then after that, it was the 38-0 year, so we won. And then everyone's like, oh, well, that's why we're winning. It's because of dancing. I was like, no, we're winning because we're good. And then the fans are like, well, if you stop dancing and we lose, we're going to kill you. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to keep dancing then.
So did you keep eating your waffles and potatoes? And
what? I had the same pregame meal, and then I would be the one in the middle dancing every time. I mean,
some more research done by the over here.
I just wanted to have fun. That's all it was. It's hard to have fun when you're not really getting the minutes. So I just did anything I could to enjoy the process, and that was fun. And they loved it. The fans loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, teams need that. And you were no average like.
No, when you're practicing against those players that are all in the league right now. There's no. You could go to another team,
and play for sure.
Yeah, and be the man. So.
And you were cramming. You got in a couple games. I saw some crazy dunks. I mean, you were known for the dunks, probably.
I wish I did a little bit more now, looking back, because that kind of basketball that's done for me now. So I really wish I went back and when I got in the end of games, just went stupid. But there's like a lot of. Practice plays and practice files that will never be seen, that no one will ever know about.
I mean, you dunked on Julius Randle, so that was
that's not even my proudest moment. Definitely the combine when I had a mean dunk in the combine. I blocked Scal, and
footage of this anywhere?
Oh, absolutely. I got it on my phone. I got it on my phone.
Send me it that way.
Yes. There's another one in practice where it was us. It was the Tyler Jamal Briscoe year, but I was point guard for the other team, and I broke the whole press, and I dunked on Briscoe, and that was a fun one too. I give him stuff for that all the time, but
hey, Briscoe he's doing big things now too. He just made the magic.
I've been saying he'll get signed. He just needed his opportunity.
He was one of the craziest finishers, and he just had that New York style game.
It was just rough. He was always going to get in the inside and get a shot off.
Plays like he's up north.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't shoot the ball very much unless they have to. They dribble and they get to the cup and they finish all the time. So I mean, plays very similar to how Hami played, except for I'd say Zay dribbles better. But you see it with people I don't know if y'all know Isaiah Washington at Minnesota. He's from up north. He plays damn near the same way. Just a lot of flashiness, a lot of finishes, a lot of to the basket, a lot of great touch.
Just have some grittiness to him too.
Oh yeah, they play street ball almost every day. So all they do is go at each other and island ball and all of that.
Well, cool, man. Now that we have covered our sports, what is next for EJ? What should we stay tuned for?
Same goal. Try to run my times and get signed, hopefully by Jordan. Jordan, if you hear this, sign me. I love Jays. I'm signing with y'all for 6 straight 2Ks. 7's going to come up in 2K19.
He's having 6 straight 2K.
Every 2K, I'm Jordan.
I'm with
Jordan.
Nike the last
By
2
the way,
years, man.
have you seen these 2K, like the player ratings that just released?
I don't agree with Tatum and Donovan Mitchell just because
87's like after 1 year.
It's just
Too
1
high.
year.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody went crazy after IT 1 year when he had 89, and then he was 89, and now we're like kind of seeing that was just a perfect system.
How do you feel about IT
You
right
think
now?
you think LeBron is 98 too high or too low? Just right.
To your question, I think LeBron is too low. I think LeBron's a 99. I think that the way he played last year without Kyrie, which made his life 10,000 times harder, and the way he still balled out and carried a team that had no business being in the finals to the finals is a 99.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a greatness. Well, that's, people talk about the old days when they saw MJ or, watching Kobe grow up playing. I mean, this is our Kobe. This is our MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is.
We're really
He
witnessing.
should be a default 99.
Yeah.
And he's still in his prime. He should just.
I
I think it's age the only thing that they're like putting against him.
I mean, I think they want to, because 2K likes to update during the year, so like growth, fall, whatever. But like, just start him at a 99. He's the best player. He's proven it. If he just had a couple running mates, the Warriors have no chance. But he's, by himself.
Is the Lakers a good move without D-Cuz?
I like the Lakers for the sole fact of they have money.
Right.
The biggest problem with Cleveland is he had no money.
Right.
So he couldn't go after free agents. He had to get trades and sign rookies, and that's kind of hard because no one's going to trade with LeBron if they, they're going to take more than they give because it's LeBron. Now LA, they got a lot of money. They can sign people in the future. They got a lot of young talent they can trade for. They got draft picks because Cleveland had no picks. So it's just a better situation for him and his career. If the goal is to keep winning
Right.
and to create a legacy and stuff, this is the best place to do it.
Yeah.
And LA is going to market him like no other. I mean, he'll be. We think he's a superstar now. He'll be a global phenomenon, like one of them soccer players.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a whole 2-year deal though now with him. Like this first year is not going to be
No.
like maybe I don't think he's going to go to the
No,
finals.
it's gonna be multiple years. He's gonna be there the
Yeah.
rest of his career, and he just went there to start a cycle of people just coming there maybe next year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the goal, man, is to beat the Warriors. So anything you can do to beat them is what you got to do. And it wasn't going to work in Cleveland.
But yeah, speaking of 2K, the ratings. If nobody knows what we're talking about, NBA 2K, the main video game for NBA basketball. But they have these attributes, and I was gonna ask you what your highest attribute for your your virtual player would be if you were in the game.
If I was in the game, I think that obviously my highest attribute would be speed. I'd be a 99 speed with 99 excel and about a 90 vert.
Well, all right, then.
I'd be a freak athlete among freak athletes. The jump.
everybody look forward to your dunks.
William, your shot would be 18.
Hey, that NBA 3 is no joke. That joint is far. Mine would probably be like a solid 50-something. I would not be shooting 3. That'd be DeRozan. Straight mid-ranges.
I would like to see.
It only goes to a 25 now.
I would like to see you cram. I mean, what would is there a dunking? Your dunking would probably be up there too, right?
Yeah, I think it would. I think it'd be pretty high. I mean, that's a league full of. It's a league full of freaks.
Got the
though,
bounce.
So it might be mid-80s.
Okay, I think I would be like a. Is there a box out category?
There is a box out statistic actually.
Just like a hustle rebounder, I'd be for
There's
sure.
a badge for that. Probably have
I got a little badge.
Solid goal hustle rebounder.
I'd be a solid 55. Just put me on the end of the bench.
I just have to make this
Give me
clear
that.
though. The most sleep on player on 2K is Gortat. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I've been dropping 20
All I gotta
10
say to
with
that
Gortat. But he's a tenacious rebounder, so he gets like at least 20 rebounds a game when I play with him.
He is garbage.
He is good.
Out of all the,
I'm just saying. Fun fact: if you play with the Wizards, use Gortat.
Gortat's not on the Wizards no more.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
out of all us, though,
Dwight
I
Howard.
mean, I think I'm the best 2K player.
Nah, bro.
So-
Maybe back in high school, but now, I get buckets. That's what I do.
Did he
We
beat
might
you
need
in
to-
2K back in? I remember we used to play at Austin's crib.
me and him were
Austin-
even.
Yeah, and Austin was terrible.
Yeah, Austin was always getting mad.
Oh, I remember I had a streak against Austin when I moved here. I actually beat him 21 straight games. He was not happy.
21.
Yeah, I gave him 70 with Carmelo when he was nice
Yeah.
on the Knicks. He was pretty pissed off. He stopped playing 2K for a long time.
You gave me the business in UFC every time, though.
UFC,
Yeah, I remember playing you
I
in
got them
UFC.
hands. You gotta know what the bottom weave when they swing.
I know.
I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Like I remember parrying. Like parrying was dope, but everybody knew like once you get parried, like
Yeah.
what to do. But
Mhm.
who's the best 2K player you've ever played?
The best 2K player I've ever played is Dominique Hawkins.
Really?
He repeatedly gave me the business. That's the one guy I don't think I've ever beaten. I can't stand him, but I know I'm older now. Dom, I want my rematch.
Bro, we're supposedly cousins. I don't know how, but
Tell your cousin I want my rematch.
Yeah, I'm an NBA Live guy, so I'm not really into it.
NBA Jam? Yeah, that's my game right there.
You can just throw your box out the window.
Does
and play
anybody
those.
play NBA Live?
No, man.
How did they stay in business?
They didn't even release a game 2 years ago. They put it out there, no one bought it, and they took it off the shelf.
They're still somehow doing it. But
EA makes money from FIFA still, Madden.
cover athlete. Who's the cover athlete this year for 2K?
LeBron James.
And Giannis.
LeBron James.
LeBron's legend. Giannis is regular. And then I think I don't even know who the legend edition is. It might be Braun. Could be Shaq. Who knows?
Yeah, who cares? I don't buy those packages anyway.
Really?
I buy the basic ones.
Just give me my player. I'll go put nice little 15 and some VC, so I'm not a 55.
All right, cool. I spend a lot of money on VC. Just
Yeah,
making sure I'm not
I
the only
can't,
one.
I can't start no 55 because then
Shit,
you
I
walk
was
around and you're trash and you're brown tee. No,
Bro, I was at 89 for the longest on this new one. Like, I'm still at
I'm
89.
a 91. I've been 91 since the game came out.
I think I'm like an 87 or something. You have to grind in that.
Yeah,
game.
it
You have
takes
to
like
grind.
Yeah.
it takes like a full week just to get like one of those full bars up. Yeah. 2K, I don't know. Was this your favorite 2K as far
This
as
is
like
my least favorite 2K.
Yeah, I would
This
say
Too
is
much like
literally-
The Sims now
Yeah.
or something. I don't like
Yes.
running around.
This
This was
Just
the
let me-
worst 2K by far. Too many animations. It's too easy to shoot. Everybody's Curry.
Yeah.
Defense is just terrible. Like you just get put in animations. The blow by animation,
Yeah,
the
that is
pullback
annoying.
animation. It's just stupid.
Yeah, like when you're trying to jump up to block a shot and they already got you like halfway in the animation of getting dunked on. I don't like
Are
that.
y'all into Fortnite at all?
Big Fortnite guy now.
Really?
Big Fortnite?
Huge Fortnite guy. I love Fortnite.
Yeah, my
Game of the
my
year.
brother is too. He's producing the video right now. What up, Jake?
Shout out.
Shout out.
Hold on.
Uh,
Have you who had that conversation? Ben Simmons? Was it Ben Simmons and Carl?
Carl, I heard Carl's not that good.
Really?
I heard he's not that good.
Was Ben Simmons the one who told Carl to jump on the game?
With the Hawks?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's playing.
Like, who do you guys play tomorrow? He's like,
What'd you think
Atlanta.
about Karl
He's like,
Towns?
yeah, you
What do you
got
think
this.
about Karl Towns' body issue he just released? That was kind of awkward. That was an awkward question, I guess, too.
Listen, Carl, you made it. You're the man. I love you. You are my brother. But I don't never want to see you butt naked in no butt ever in my life. I don't care how much they paying you. I never want to see you standing in front of a camera with nothing but a basketball rim
Nobody
covering you.
wants to see your cheeks, right?
I don't want to see a basketball covering your balls, man. Just keep the jersey on for me.
Bro, does he still have his imaginary friend?
He don't talk to him as much anymore.
Really?
That was
He let him go when he got
That was
famous.
something to get through college, you know. I think he sent him off to, some type of vacation. He's been gone for a minute, but that was a real thing. He'd be in practice and Kyle yelling at him, and he'd be whispering in his shoulder, and we'd be like, "What is wrong with this
Man,
kid?"
that's a little weird. Not gonna lie.
Number
Whatever,
one
it
pick.
works.
worked
Yeah,
out.
I guess.
Start talking to myself.
Yeah, I mean he's
Shit,
one of the best big men in the league.
Yeah,
But
up and coming for sure.
heard it through the grapevine that you are a comic book guy.
Big Marvel DC guy. If I pick one, easily DC. Favorite heroes, Batman.
Of course.
Don't care.
Wait, you like DC movies better though? Still?
DC movies suck.
Okay,
We all know
thank you,
this.
thank you.
Don't. You ain't gotta try to.
Besides the entire Batman series, the entire
Yeah, that was a
No,
masterpiece.
the Dark Knight is the masterpiece, but Batman, this
Dark
new
Knight
one,
Rises.
it was good. I think
With
I liked
Bane?
all of them. I
They
liked
were all
of them.
dope, yeah.
they were all.
I liked all of them. I mean, the second one obviously is the best one, and it's no shot. It's no secret that it's because of Heath Ledger's performance of the Joker. May he rest in peace. But
For sure.
they did a great thing. I mean, Scarecrow starting off, then bringing the Joker, and then Bane. The final finale. I mean, that was huge. Great man. I mean, Christian Bale's a great. I mean, it was just great.
Yeah, and they replaced him with just the weak. I just don't see him being like Batman.
You
You
mean
know?
Ben Affleck?
Yeah, he's not
He's a
Batman.
Bruce
Like
Wayne.
Yeah.
he's got the look.
Accountant,
It's
he
just,
was good, or whatever the heck that movie was.
That was a cool movie.
Yeah, Batman.
I just watched
nah.
Justice League last night. It was just like meh.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cool, but just nothing special. It's not
Nothing
Avengers.
special.
Yeah, Marvel does better.
I just saw the Ant-Man and the
Wasp,
Wasp. That was
too.
a sick
The
movie.
ending was insane. I won't do no spoilers, but the ending really messed me up.
Who's Deadpool? What is he?
He's Marvel.
Marvel.
Yes.
What's
But
his movie good? The new one?
I haven't seen the new one yet,
didn't like
but I love Deadpool though.
Yo, I haven't seen the new Avengers, but I watched Hulk get his ass beat in the beginning of it. It was crazy.
That was crazy.
Is DC like what other DC stuff do you like? Do you actually read in the comics, or do you like?
So it's definitely a little hard to attain, the comics first off because there's so many and now they're vintage. So if you really want to start from the beginning of this franchise, you have to really you have to dig in your pockets, and two, you're gonna have to really call up some connects and look up because those ones that really started off are not easy to find. I've read some comics. I don't read as many anymore, obviously, because it's hard to get them. But, there's a lot of animated movies that come out with it.
Right.
There's the TV shows, Justice League and Young Justice. I watch all of that.
There's the video game too, right?
Video game.
Injustice.
Yeah.
Play that all the time. So I'm really into, that universe. I mean, I wish it was real. They're really cool. They're just, everyone wants to be them.
You said Batman was your favorite DC. Who's your favorite Marvel?
Favorite Marvel heroes, I don't want to sound basic, but it's Black Panther.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I was just about to ask you that. I was like, all right, come on.
It's gonna be Black Panther.
You only got like one. Who's your favorite, John?
My favorite, I'm trying to think here.
I like Thor though too.
I love
Yeah,
Spider-Man, but I don't. The new one's okay. I love Tobey Maguire's always gonna be my Spider-Man. That's my Spider-Man.
Too
My
dramatic,
president.
man.
Yeah.
Too dramatic.
Well, the third one was awful for sure. Do you ever see the third Spider-Man where he starts doing that weird dance?
No.
That's the one with when the Venom comes coming in. Yeah, it's just.
But Spider-Man's up there. I think it's tied between like Spider-Man and who's the other one?
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Yeah, no, just
Black
say
Panther.
it.
I love that movie.
Well, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor.
Captain America. That's what I was thinking. Captain America is my dude for sure.
Everyone loves Captain America.
Yeah.
He's the
He's the American.
Bucky.
Yeah.
Bucky's cool too.
Bucky is cool. But
And,
no, I am a big superhero fan. Anytime the movies come out, I'm always out there to watch them. Animated movies come out, I watch those. I like it.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Spawn back in the day?
I did not.
You did not?
Mm-mm.
So they're supposed to be recreating that with Jamie Foxx. You got to watch it. It's a great. He's like in hell. Like, what is he from?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he like got killed and then went to hell and then just like
The new Venom's
did
coming
missions
out too,
for the
with
devil.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
That one actually looks pretty
And
good.
then the a new Joker movie's coming out too. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, I
Joker
don't-
Origins.
Without Heath Ledger, you can't really do any more Joker movies.
Very
Like,
good.
yeah,
'Cause
he.
Who did the Joker for Suicide Squad? Jared Leto.
Yeah,
Leto?
dude.
He's good. He's just not.
Yeah, did y'all like that movie, Suicide Squad?
The
I think
music
it's-
was dope.
I think it's the best DC movie so far. And
I
that's
thought
not-
it was better than. It kind of ended up being kind of weird at the end, but
It was weird. They're all kind of weird. They're just trying to do too much. Like Marvel's making it seem like it's real, and DC's making it seem like it's a fantasy. And they should just keep it real, keep it like it could
Yeah.
happen.
they need to keep it like dark, and because DC's dark, like Marvel's for the kids,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean adults love it too. It just has that kiddie vibe, but DC needs to stay dark and stay.
Yeah, DC's
like,
real.
edgy.
I'm ready for a Batman Beyond. If they do that,
That'd be a while in the future.
that would be dope.
I'm just ready for DC, man. Like it just is hard because they're so far behind. So I think it's time for them to just ramp it up. Let's bring in Darkseid.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Let's just have this battle. Bring in a couple more characters and let's have Darkseid and them go at it. And why not? I mean, you're behind. One of the biggest villains in comic book history just came through and really messed up an entire universe. So DC's got a lot of moves to make because we only got 5 heroes and some villains that we know of.
And Thanos is out here just killing everybody.
Just snapping his fingers. Half population going. So
Oh,
if you didn't see it, I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert.
I'm
Were
sorry.
you? It's way too far to not be watching.
Some guy was like, "Damn it!"
I just messed up the whole movie.
I was planning on watching that tonight. Have you?
But yeah, you're actually a Rugrats fan by the look of your hat. It seems.
I'm a '90s kid, so of course.
Damn,
I
you
love it.
only brought that back because they're recreating it. Or have
I
you had
didn't
this?
Even. I've had this hat.
Damn,
I
that's
got
dedication.
It just goes with I get stuff that goes with fits. So sometimes they're like, "Oh, you're a hockey fan?" I'm like, no, it's just a really nice jersey.
You got a PK jersey?
No.
You know he graced the cover of NHL. Do you know who PK is?
No, I don't know NHL.
PK
like
suit-
that, man. I got
He's like the
a
only
Los
black-
Angeles Kings one. Oh,
He's the only black guy in the league.
I do know this.
Yeah, you got it.
The one that they kind of get on him because he's got a fat mouth.
Yeah, he does. He talks a lot. I follow his Instagram. Dude's wild.
He's on the Preds.
He dates Tiger Woods' ex, the snowboarder. What's her name?
Lindsey Vonn.
Oh,
Lindsey Vonn. Yeah, him and Lindsey Vonn are dating right now.
Yes,
'Cause
I
saw
actually
them.
do know him. Now that I think of it, I don't know his first. I think it's Patrick Kane.
I don't even know his name.
Kane, yeah.
I didn't even
The
know what EJ
Blackhawks.
meant
Mhm.
until.
I had a Blackhawks jersey too. They're probably my second favorite team. But
I mean, they got the best jerseys. So
yeah,
if we're being real,
dopest jerseys for sure.
Just get stuff that look good. Just If it goes with it, I'll get it.
That's what people say. I wear a lot of colleges, like certain colors, just like a basic T-shirts. But they're like, "You go there, you fan?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"No."
it's like no. I just
Just
really like
randomly
the color.
picked it. Yeah.
Another good question right now. What is your favorite album of 2018? What do you listen to?
Good question.
What was it? What was it?
It's a great
As
question.
I'm gonna give you a couple questions. You just roll with it. Favorite album of 2018, and then your playlist when you were getting out there on the track field or basketball court.
The
And
album.
do you fuck with Cudi? First off,
I love Cudi.
okay, all right, just making sure.
But I love old Cudi more than new Cudi.
Yeah.
New Cudi he's good, but old Cudi, obviously Pursuit of Happiness. I can't really remember the name of this song, but that whole album was great.
Yeah,
he's got a song. He's like, I wanna get high. That song, I love. That
I
song.
wanna get high.
That used to be
Yeah.
my
I'm
hype
just
song.
what you made, God.
That was me. Me and Austin used to listen to that song all the time. So I do like Cudi.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really not like anybody. I mean, I think everybody's pretty talented in their own way. I think some people are more lyrically gifted, and other people are definitely they know how to get a crowd into some music.
Yeah.
My favorite album this year, and it might be a shock because I'm a huge Uzi guy, but this guy Juice WRLD just dropped an album.
Man, we ain't even listened to that.
Goodbye, Good Riddance. It's definitely a different sound, but
I've heard good things about that album.
I'd say for some reason I really like it.
Really?
It's not a sound that I'm usually accustomed to liking.
So you're probably an X fan.
An X fan? I was an X fan.
'Cause his
I wasn't
music's different.
huge, so like him passing, it didn't tear me apart like it did like Die Hard's. But you never want to see a kid that young that's that successful up and coming. You cut short.
Right.
But I was an X fan. I like Uzi. I like Drake, obviously.
You met him a couple times.
Met him a couple times. Future, I like him. Playboy Cardi. Basically anybody.
Yeah.
Famous Dex got a couple songs I like. I love Chance.
Chance's new four songs he just came out with. We were
Yeah,
listening to
just
one of
last
them.
night.
Mill.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really anybody I won't listen to.
Like
Meek
Post
Mill's hitting
Malone?
home more.
I like Post Malone. Post Malone's new album actually is really good.
Yeah.
And he's a weirdo though, man.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't fit the typical hip hop.
Yeah. That's
stigma.
what's cool about him though. He's gained a lot of fans because of that, like internationally, just because he makes more than just. Well, he makes the trap bangers, of course, but he gets kind of musical and gets like rock songs, doing stuff like that.
I definitely like the artists they're very comfortable being them.
Yeah.
So like I know a lot of people get on Uzi.
Uzi's very comfortable being
about to
him.
say people think Uzi's gay and he's so feminine and he's a girl, but he's enjoying his life the best he can. I respect that.
So before you move, when do you move?
I move in 2 weeks. So the
man. last
last week of July, I will be going to a family vacation, and then after that, I'm gone. So I really won't be here that much longer. Just
We gotta go out. We gotta hit the bar or something before you leave.
yeah, man. I'll go out. I'm just trying to enjoy my last couple weeks here. And then Texas is kind of a business trip, so I need to be able to put college and everything that happened in college behind me and really focus on I'm trying to do this for a living.
So as far as are you wanting to go into like coaching or like what exactly are you wanting to do?
Yeah, what's your main goal? I was sorry for cutting you off. Yeah, what's your goals for the next couple years?
So
Your
everything.
5-year plan.
Yeah, okay. I can give you a 5-year plan. So this year, I didn't really accomplish what we set out to accomplish. A couple nagging injuries, a couple things that I had to take care of, and a couple, times where I lost my own focus and I put other things on before my athletics, my dreams. So I definitely want to set myself up this year right. I'll be just running outdoors, so no indoors this year, and I just want to run really well to the point where somebody endorses me.
Right.
But that's really not the main goal. The main goal right now is get ready for World Championships coming up.
Right.
Still don't know if I'll run for USA or Canada. It really just kind of depends on what.
Are you Canadian?
Yes.
Really?
That is Canadian.
Did
Born.
not know that.
I did not know that. Fun
Dad was
fact.
born in Haiti, Canadian citizen.
Well, Canadian, right?
So
You been to Canada?
I've been to Canada. Yes,
Canada?
What's Canada? Have you been?
Would
to
you
Canada?
live there?
I don't think I'd live there, but Canada's got a lot of good stars. They got a lot of great people. It's a great city.
Toronto.
Yeah.
I did not know you were Canadian. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so I can run Canada, and if everything sets up right, then that would be some type of fantastic partnership with me and that other rapper from Canada.
Yeah.
But
But now
Yeah,
you
what's
got
his
the
name?
best training staff. You have access to the best
Yeah.
collegiate training staff in the country.
Everything I've definitely hope, prayed, and dreamed for
It's well calculated.
yeah. the stars to align, and that's
Right.
what's kind of happening. So now, it's kind of on me. I just got to focus up and really, handle business. But after Worlds, hopefully I can make Worlds. That would be goal one. My goal would be make a finals in either the one or the two. If I can do that, then I set myself up perfectly for the Olympics a year after.
Yeah, I'm trying to see you be an Olympian, man.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I was about to
Rome.
ask that too.
Tokyo
Olympics.
2020 is what I want. Hopefully,
What
I'll
year is
be
that again? 2021.
2020. So hopefully I'll be set up enough with my races. I'll have enough experience. I'll know the sport enough that when 2020 comes around, I'm prime time to let's go get a medal. And then after that, just continue to run until the wheels fall off, make some money, set myself up so that when I retire from the sport, I can branch in different ways. I've always wanted to do this type of thing, interviewing, definitely banter. I love first take.
Right.
I love seeing different ideas, different opinions go at each other, and then you kind of see the light of both. I mean,
definitely social issues. Right now, it's a great time for social issues. That's something that we haven't really dove into a lot, but there's a lot of material.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back on through whether like an interview through the phone or whatever, and we can maybe
Because
even
now
do some
since
more
we've
debate.
interviewed you, now we can just now people know you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
that was the goal of this
already-
episode. First guest, just wanted to get the people to know you and give the background. But we're excited to see where you go this next few years.
Excited. It's gonna be a fun journey. I appreciate y'all for having me
Yeah,
on
thanks
here.
for having.
Dude,
Thanks
we
for
appreciate
coming
you for
on,
coming
man.
on here.
First guest.
Our first, that's huge, man. That's huge.
Yeah, man. Like I said, this goes way back when. Actually, I'm pretty sure I remember meeting you when I before I even went to the school.
Really?
When cause I remember you when we.
There was a party, I think, or something.
Was there? I remember I came in town to kind of check everything out, and I stayed with Austin. And,
Yeah.
I remember meeting John. I know I met John because John Austin.
He was
very
always
close.
there, yeah.
Always there, and I just met him. But I'm pretty sure you came around. We had a blast. I mean, so this is about 6-7 years of friendship, and I'm just y'all hit me up, and I'll help you out whenever.
Man, we appreciate it. We appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Thanks for
man.
the love.
Absolutely.
And more importantly, stay tuned, man. We're so we can have our guy from Lexington, Kentucky, our born in our Lexington, Kentucky, Dunbar. We're gonna have you in the Olympics. We're gonna see you in the Olympics. We
I
can
rep California.
Yeah. You repping California?
Palo Alto, California.
And Kentucky, Lexington, KY.
I rep Palo Alto,
Oh, my
California.
goodness.
I'm
Whatever.
just hereby.
Our
It
Lexington,
just happened.
hey, Lexington, Kentucky people roll
Yeah,
with
you
it.
play for UK basketball, so you're always going to
Ran
be.
track for UK, went to Dunbar.
Look! My gang at Dunbar, my people that was with me at Dunbar, I rep them and I rep Cali. The people that were with me throughout that whole year, before basketball, after basketball, all that, I rep y'all. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
All right, cool, whatever. An American, whatever. If you don't choose to
Yeah,
go with
and
Canada.
I also thought this was the perfect intro into. We're gonna start talking about more about local Kentucky kind of stuff, and it was cool to have you on, of course, because you've been around and been through the college experience, sports, and it was just cool to get your opinion on things, get your point of view, and it's been real. So, thanks for tuning in, guys.
To our episode 4.
See you guys.
See ya.
Boom, boom.